Hello to my Sagittarius. I had to double check and see how much time we have left on here, so make sure that we had enough time. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it, Sagittarius. Sending everybody lots of love and light. Looking at your reading here, Sagittarius. Let's do it. All right. So this week is activating your spiritual fire, your vision, expansion of your future path. The universe is guiding you into bold movement, clarity, and purpose-driven alignment. This spread is going to reveal the messages, opportunities, and energetic upgrades supporting your growth. So it's going to take you all the way out to the 19th of November to help you close out this cycle, right? Really help you close out this cycle. We had a beaver moon. This full moon that we had. And so you're seeing something from a higher frequency. You're seeing something, and you're feeling pretty lucky that you're seeing something from a higher frequency. You're leaving behind distractions. You've resolved something within your spirit. It sounds like to me, this is a temperance card here. It seems like some energy may have been trying to bring out a temper in you. They weren't able to do it. So that's always a good thing when people are not able to, when you resolve something within yourself and people are trying their hardest. It's like, what putting all this energy into something. You're like, okay, you're not giving it any air because you're saying something from a higher frequency. They're saying like little buzzwords, doing this, doing that. And you're just looking like, what is all of it for? Like what's it all about? Like I'm sitting here. This song came to mind. What's it all about, Alfie? I'm looking at this, this A. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at this A on this dress here in this card here. You just like, what's it all about? For real. Like, what is it all about? Like, people can't just be direct. So why are people trying to bring out this energy in you? So when I look at this here, you all rule ninth house. You see something from a higher frequency when people are just trying to bring out this fire in you. Like they're trying to bring out, like you have some kind of inner conflict with who you are, and you don't. Whoever you are, you don't have an inner conflict with yourself. You love you, you know who you are. You don't have a problem. I mean, yeah, so anyway. So the weekly theme for you. So here, I'm seeing financial independence here, and it's like you just reach up and grab it. This is see how this person right here, and even with this white dress on, somebody feels like this purity, you're just free. And you see the white dress, you see the white bird here. This person has their hair like in a natural hairstyle. You're not talking about people behind their backs. You don't know if other people are talking about you behind your back. That's just not even it's not even a focus that you're focused on. You're just trying to stay focused. You have clarity. Somebody's eating healthier. Something about your energy is, like I said, high vibrational. You're not being impulsive, assuming. Anyway, so let's stay focused. So your Let's get into this. Let's get into this, right? You have no control over what other people think. I will not wait for today to be a good day. I will make today a good day. And that's it. That's it and that's all. You have no control over what people think. Yeah, stay focused. So you're seeing something from a higher frequency. So balance, divine timing, spiritual grounding. You are blending energies into harmony. Here's an affirmation for you. I flow with divine timing and I trust the path unfolding. There it is. Yeah. And I'm talking to you wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart. No matter where it is, you're a star. And star does not necessarily mean that you're famous. You just cannot control other people's mind, like their memory. You can't control how they remember things, like how they remember because it's two sides of the sword. You really can't remember. You can't control what other people remember. That's just too much. I mean, for real, that's just too much overthinking. So here we have your current energy is the Knight of Wands here. So movement, passion, courage, and adventure. A fire ignites within you. And so an affirmation for you is my passion leads me toward aligned action. Matter of fact, Mercury is retrograde right now. This is the most recent planet that went retrograde, and it's a personal planet, right? So you and somebody had a conversation, right? Y'all were in somebody was inspired to initiate a conversation around something, I guess. Who knows? They were inspired to initiate a conversation around something. And so yeah, so anyway, something is over. You can put the past behind you. Yeah, they initiated a conversation around something. This could be somebody who considered as a could have been considered as a friend or considered as family. Or family is not always blood relative. It could be somebody you work with, whoever it is. Family is whatever you consider family to be. But you can put a manhole cover over the past. I mean, for real, something they must have done in secret has come to light. Something they must have done in secret just put a damper on everything, and you're seeing something from a higher frequency now. Yeah. What I'm saying for you is you're really lucky that you roll the dice here, and I'm saying this, and I'm saying that because of the dice on this image that this whoever created these cards. This is a Light Seers deck, by the way, for those of you all who want to know what deck this is. For people who are new to reading cards, this is the Light Seers deck. On this Wheel of Fortune, you roll the dice. It's like, I'll say, let me get on top of something. This is the 10th card in tarot, right? Jupiter, this is Jupiter's card. This is the Wheel of Fortune, right? So Jupiter, right? Remember, you all roll 9th house. So find out what your zodiac sign is in your 9th house. So this is quest and adventure, right? So the 9th house is our sense of what lies beyond the horizon. It invites us to travel both physically through our long distance journeys and mentally through higher education, philosophy, and religious contemplation. It covers ethics, ideals, and spirit of law, right? Jupiter is, Jupiter connects us with, well, let me just slow down for a second in case anybody want to take notes. Right now, currently, Mercury is retrograde, right? Mercury is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde. Uranus is retrograde. Let me see, do I see that here? This is Uranus, is retrograde, right? Let me see what else. Do I see anything else retrograde in here? So no, this is retrograde here. So somebody may have thought that you were a fool, that you were being pulled into something that would have... that you and somebody were being pulled into something that would have caused you to lament, right? Or they could have caused somebody else to lament. 5, 6, and 7 of Cups connects us with Scorpio. We're not talking about a Scorpio, right? But something would have caused, or somebody else was pulled into something, and you see something from a higher frequency, but you're not a fool. Matter of fact, Jupiter, right? Jupiter, this is the Wheel of Fortune, connects us with Sagittarius and also co-rules Pisces, right? So find out what your zodiac sign is in your 9th house and also your 12th house, because Pisces rules 12th house, right? And it rules the day of the week, Thursday. So if you're watching this video on Thursday, something would have happened the day before, right? In preparation for. So that would have been on a Wednesday, right? It connects us also with the color purple and the metal 10, right? The metal 10. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, blessings, enthusiasm, zest for life, opportunities, abundance, horizons, possibilities, confidence, hubris, adventure, ethics, morals, right? Because you left a lot of distractions behind, you're thinking clearly, right? That's the beauty of you leaving distractions behind, right? You can put your energy into being more alert and more aware, right? I don't know what everybody's birth chart looks like. So this is a general reading, but you are a star. So you being a star, you move like a star, meaning, and we're not talking about a celebrity. Okay. So when I say star, I'm not talking about celebrity. You move like a person who is aware of your surroundings. You move like a person who is aware of your surroundings, right? Somebody could have thought that you were a fool. Here we have what your spirit wants is the Fool card. This is a fresh start, liberation, new beginnings. You're taking a leap. I welcome new adventures with an open heart. And this is you here with this yellow, well, I don't know if you're having a yellow dress, yellow tie, some kind of spark of yellow. This is yellow connects with the solar plexus with significance. What I'm picking up on here is you want to be able to talk to people freely, like somebody. This is what I'm picking up on. You see things from a higher frequency, right? And this is fair. This is what I'm seeing. You want to be able to just speak freely to people, like you want friendships and that kind of thing to speak freely. But what you don't want is to be pulled into drama. That's what this right here, lamenting, is. The 5, 6, and 7 is like being pulled into just unnecessary stuff. This is what you don't want to lament over. It's like, well, wait a minute. How are you being pulled in? So yeah, something for you is just over. Yeah, it's just a wrap. So here's the Sun card here. So what you're embracing is the sun. This is radiance, clarity, success, and happiness. You shine effortlessly. So the affirmation for you is I embrace joy, hope, and abundance. Joy, hope, and abundance. Yeah. So you can just put a manhole cover over the past. Something for you is just, yeah. So yeah, you took a gamble on something. It's like basically you're just giving people the benefit of the doubt. Just like, okay, yeah, keep your vibrations high. You'll see, but you're just putting the past behind you, right? An opportunity is coming your way this week. Ace of Swords here. This is mental clarity, truth, breakthroughs, new ideas. An affirmation for you is my mind is sharp, clear, and aligned with wisdom. And again, they have their side of the story. You have yours. But here, this is where you're staying focused, and this is your star here. Your 9th house. This is what you have in common possibly with an Aquarius is you hold your hope, trust your dreams, you are divinely guided. Somebody just had a first impression of you. Like some people had a first impression of you that you would be okay with being pulled or dragged down to a lower frequency when it comes to something, that you would be ruthless. I guess when it comes to talking about people behind their back, like drama and all of this other stuff. But what they found out is that it's the opposite of the sun, which is that you actually showed an enormous amount of compassion, and that was overwhelming. That's why you don't want to be bothered. That's why you don't want to be bothered. Because again, it would just be, the longer you stay connected to it, the more you'll be contaminated. And then eventually, again, like I said, you only want to be bothered. So anyway, empowered action. So plan, prepare, expand. Something you've manifested is arriving. An affirmation for you is I open my arms to receive what I've called in. The thing about this here is you've already done the purging. So you don't have to go to 6 and 7 of cups. You've already walked away. You've already 8 of cups of situation. So you've already cleared it up just with conversation. This is why you can just put a manhole cover at the 5 of cups. You've already cleared something up, whoever you are. And so brighter days are ahead. And you're lucky that you cleared something up. Just being you. Just being a very deeply compassionate person. You already cleared something up, right? Sun is the Sun card is a very joyous card, a very successful card. Like somebody who's just very happy, upbeat, very successful, that kind of thing. We're not talking about even money. We're just talking about just like you're good at wherever you are in life. You're just in a good headspace. Very clear about just where you are. But you don't want to be contaminated by being pulled down to a lower frequency. The next thing you know, like I said, so I'm seeing expansion on the horizon for you. Again, you're a star. So here's the outcome for you. Here's the 9 of Pentacles. Success, independence, rewards, confidence, and personal fulfillment. An affirmation for you is I thrive in my power and enjoy the blessings of my efforts. Yep. So some candles for you all are purple, gold, and orange. So purple would be spiritual power and intuition. Gold is success and illumination. Orange would be creativity and momentum. Some gemstones for you all. Lapis lazuli is one that's for wisdom and expansion. I was getting ready to say citrine before I finished saying lapis lazuli. So citrine is abundance and positivity. Amethyst would be spiritual insight. And just FYI, you can sleep with amethyst under your pillow, just for some clarity. And then red jasper is really, really good. Red jasper is good for grounding fire energy. Some herbs for you all would be sage. Probably have it in your cabinet. So for clarity and purification. Ginger, you probably have ginger powder that you probably sprinkle on, who knows, maybe you're in your tea or something like that. Or you may have ginger that you bought from the grocery store. Maybe you make it with boil it for your tea, like make ginger tea. But that's good for fire, strength, activation. Peppermint, you may have peppermint tea in your cabinet. For mental clarity and movement. And then also bay leaf is good for manifestation and victory. So for you, here's some affirmations for you. My path is expanding in beautiful and abundant ways. Another one would be I am guided by purpose, passion, and divine alignment. Another one is I move boldly towards my destiny. And then the last one would be my spirit is free, focused, and empowered. So yeah, you're not waiting for today to be a good day. You're going to make it a good day. So I don't know if somebody was just trying to pull you into like a negative conversation and get some drama started, or getting you to talk about some people behind their back, or just trying to feel you out to see what. But yeah, you're not interested. You're not interested. So it's best for you to just go ahead and cut some things off early on before you even get baited into chaos and confusion. You only want to be bothered. So here we have intuition. So each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. So well-being. So yeah, well-being here. The sixth house may be of significance to you. The sixth house may be of significance. Yeah. Alrighty. What it looks like in your cards here is like somebody's not only trying to be kept in the loop of what's going on in your life, but they're in their own way of trying to keep you in the loop of what's going on in theirs. And that's entirely up to you. That's entirely up to you. If you're a person who's done the energy work, whoever you are, if you've done a lot of purging from whatever in your past, and you're at a particular place in your life where you just said you're trying to expand. And if you got to explain every little thing, like let's say, for instance, let's say you're on YouTube, let's say you're on TikTok, let's say you're on like multiple platforms. You have a lot of people that's on multiple platforms. And if you got to explain every little thing that you're not talking about this person behind their back, you're not talking about that person. I mean, we're talking about the human race here. You only got 12/13 zodiac signs. Let's say you have this kind of a platform, right? If you got to explain every little thing, you weren't talking about this person, you weren't talking about that person, it's best for you to go ahead and cut ties. Because only you know what your intention is. You be literally trying to explain everything to everybody, right? You could be talking about a book, you could be talking about a film, a movie, right? So, yeah. So anyway, here we go. Your commitment is being tested. So first quarter moon. So if you go back through a moon calendar, and you go back and look at first quarter moon, go back and look at the first quarter moon. We had a first quarter moon in Aquarius, right? Aquarius rules 11th house, right? And Aquarius is a humanitarian zodiac sign, right? So this is where volunteering could be something that you may want to start focusing on. some kind of humanitarian something. Get involved in something since you're putting the past behind you. Get out in the sunlight. Get busy doing some stuff out in the sunlight, right? Because it looks like I feel like you're getting out during the day, doing some things and just kind of putting the past behind you, completely putting the past behind you. And that could literally be everything that's connected to a past of people who knows? Because I don't know what everybody's past is. So who knows? You're seeing something from a higher frequency, though, at this point. So. But yeah. I think this is it. Hold on. Let me see if I see any more. Oh, there's the chakra cards there. Yeah. But whoever you are, because you all are mutable signs, if you literally feel like you got to explain every little thing to every single person from your past, you weren't talking about this person, you weren't talking about that person. And I see this online all the time. Oh, this person was copying my idea. They did this with it because I did it and I did it first. And oh my God, like there's something new under the sun. You're going to be doing stuff your way, the way uniquely, right? This right here, you're going to feel very, very lucky that you're getting some kind of clarity here. You're gaining some kind of clarity here with something. Yeah, there are some people who are actually stealing people's ideas. They are absolutely... People are stealing people's ideas, but doing things, I mean, like copycat energies. That's what you're seeing this here. You're seeing copycat energies. People are saying, oh, well, what do you got going on? And next thing you know, they're copying, verbatim, everything, trying to drive people crazy, right? But Source is also saying to you, you're starting to see something from a higher frequency. That some people are just ruthless. Some people are just ruthless. So, yeah. They'll claim that you're talking about them behind their back to create some kind of a distraction. And then when you cut them off, then they justify in why they're doing what they're doing. So, live your truth. Living your best life, right? Catch it early. Catch it early. All right. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.